Being from Boston, I got to admit, I'm a snob when it comes to seafood. I only like to order fish when I am really in the hands of experts. And the Turner family of Turners in Melrose, they've been doing it for generations.
My grandfather emigrated from Newfoundland in 1920. In 1954, he opened Turner Fisheries at One Fish Pier Road in Boston. A half a century later, we decided to open our own seafood restaurant in our hometown, Melrose, Mass.
So the Turner family all grew up in Melrose, and that's why this is the location of our first restaurant. I always said there's different towns in Melrose, and they're like, really?
Jim and Kathy Turner are seafood perfectionists, and they make sure that everything is perfect here at Turner's.
If you truly believe in what you're doing, and if you love the food and what you're serving, it's easy to do it. I love what we do.
There's a few ways to enjoy this restaurant. You can go to the bar, have an appetizer and a drink. You can go to the dining room with a big group of people, but I like to be in the center of the action at the oyster and kettle bar.
There's so much going on between the kettles and the shucking and the interaction between the servers and the customers, and people really like the liveliness of it.
The kettles are very rare and fun to watch, and because of the heat and the pressure, the flavors like the wine and the butter and the garlic all really get infused into the fish. It is delicious and so much fun to watch.
They cook right in front of you. They do the mussels, a lot of the pastas, and they can put all those flavors in there, and they cook really quickly. They're such a unique cooking style, but they're also an entertainment.
These are local Katuitt oysters, super fresh, over ice, cocktail sauce, and some horseradish, lemon. This is one of the great reasons to live in the Boston area. This is a delicious giant crab cake served with Napa crunchy slaw with a remoulade sauce. Although it's Maryland style, the crab is local because the Turners are all about fresh local seafood.
Ours are like 90% crab, but the crab is just lighter, delicate, and it's all a fresh local Turner crab.
When I go to a party, I am on the lookout for scallops and bacon. Something magical happens with these two foods. You've got the saltiness of the bacon, then you've got the soft sweetness of the scallops. It's a perfect match.
It's a little bit sweet, it's delicate, but it has a density because it's just a solid natural scallop. They're awesome.
Although a lot of the menu here is classic, they do have some interesting modern twists and turns, including their Tuna Nachos. It's served over a wonton. You've got some wasabi, some aioli, ultra fresh tuna, and soy sauce.
It has a very multi-layered texture and flavor between the wonton, which is the crunch, the Asian slaw, and the tuna with the wasabi drizzle and the little pickled ginger. It's a parfait of flavors.
These are onion strings, not onion rings, and it's my favorite side dish here. I mean, nobody really does these super fresh like this anymore. Lightly fried, made by hand every day, served with a chipotle aioli. This is a fish and chips, the kind of dish you think about when you think about Turner's, that classic New England flavor.
We use fresh local haddock. Ours are a beer batter, and then they also put just a little bit of vanilla in the batter. It's really an English pub style fish and chips.
This is Finnish Hatti. This dish goes all the way back to this family's Newfoundland roots. This is a smoked haddock in a pearl onion au gratin served with butternut squash and mashed potatoes. This is a really interesting, unique dish with tons of flavor.
It does have a unique flavor for those people that have never had sort of a smoky cheese sauce and fish, but those people that love it will travel an hour or two, and that's really one of our flagship dishes.
This is Lobster Pie, which may be the best way to eat lobster. Now, they'll tell you this was inspired by the Hilltop on Route 1 in Saugus. I'll be honest with you, this is better than anything they ever served at the Hilltop.
It's a classic. We only will use fresh lobster meat, so if we don't have fresh lobster meat available, we'll just take it off the menu. It's delicious, as pure as you can get, and not have to shuck the whole lobster yourself.
So if you love seafood and you want to watch and try that kettle cooking and you enjoy that old school New England vibe, you got to go track down Jim and Kathy at Turner's Seafood in Melrose.